If you usually get the GST HST credit from the CRA, there is a big name change coming in 2026. And no, this is not one of those fake posts claiming everyone is getting a random $2,000 payment from Ottawa. The GST HST credit is being replaced by something called the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit. So in this video, I'll explain what is actually changing, what is not changing, who may get the one-time top-up, and why filing your tax return still matters, even if your income is low or zero. Because with CRA benefits, sometimes the biggest mistake is not knowing which tax year controls which payment. Hi, welcome back to New Canadian Wallet, where we explain Canadian money and taxes in plain language without making you feel like you need a finance degree and 3 coffees just to understand your CRA account. Quick disclaimer before we start. This video is for general educational information only. It is not personal tax, legal, investment, or financial advice. Your situation may be different, so always check CRA My Account, your Notice of Assessment, Canada.ca, or a qualified tax professional. Now let's get into it. The GST HST credit is a tax-free quarterly payment from the CRA that helps eligible Canadians with low or modest incomes offset some of the GST or HST they pay. Starting in July 2026, the GST HST credit will be replaced by the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit, or CGEB. That sounds like a brand new program, but here is the important part. According to CRA, the eligibility, payment calculation, and structure will stay the same as the GST HST credit. So this is not a completely new benefit where everyone has to start from scratch. Think of it like this. The old sign on the store says GST HST credit, and the new sign says Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit. The store layout is mostly the same, but the payment amounts are changing. And this is where people may get confused. You might see one name in CRA My Account, another name on a payment calendar, and maybe even the old GST HST name on your bank deposit while systems update. So do not panic if the wording looks different. The key thing is to check the official CRA benefits section, not random screenshots on social media. And this next part is where the timing gets really important because there are actually 2 different pieces, the June top-up and the July benefit. Before the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit starts in July 2026, CRA says there will be a one-time GST HST credit top-up payment starting June 5, 2026. This top-up is part of the transition from the GST HST credit to the new Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit. But not everyone automatically gets it. To receive the one-time top-up, CRA says you generally must have filed your 2024 tax return and been entitled to receive the GST HST credit in January 2026. That is a very important detail. The June 2026 top-up is connected to your 2024 tax return and your January 2026 GST HST credit eligibility. So if someone says, I filed my 2025 return, where is my June top-up? That may not be the right tax year for this specific payment. For the one-time top-up, CRA says the payment is equal to 50% of your total annual GST HST credit amount for the July 2025 to June 2026 benefit period. Simple example. Let's say your total GST HST credit for that benefit year was $400. A 50% top-up would be $200. That does not mean everyone gets $200. It depends on your GST HST credit amount, your family situation, and your adjusted family net income. So if your friend gets a different amount, that does not automatically mean CRA made a mistake. Their income, family situation, or benefit calculation may be different. Starting in July 2026, the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit takes over from the GST HST credit. CRA says the regular quarterly payments under the new name will start on July 3rd, 2026, with another payment date listed for October 5, 2026.
Here is another important timing detail. The Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit payments from July 2026 to June 2027 are based on information from your 2025 tax return, So the June 2026 top-up looks back to your 2024 tax return and January 2026 GST HST credit eligibility. But the new July 2026 benefit year is based on your 2025 tax return. That is why filing your taxes matters so much. Even if you had no income, even if you were a student, even if you think, I do not owe anything, so why bother? For CRA benefits, filing your tax return is often how CRA calculates whether you qualify. No tax return can mean no benefit calculation, and no benefit calculation can mean no payment. This is the part many people miss. Filing taxes in Canada is not only about paying tax, sometimes it is how you unlock benefits. The name is changing. The payment amount is increasing. But the basic structure is not becoming a mystery puzzle. CRA says the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit will keep the same eligibility, calculation method, and general payment structure as the GST HST credit. That means you usually do not need to apply separately. CRA generally determines eligibility automatically when you file your tax return. There is one exception to keep in mind. New residents of Canada may need to apply using the CRA form for newcomers. So if you are new to Canada, do not assume CRA already has everything it needs. Check the official CRA page or ask a qualified tax professional. For most people, the action step is simple. File your tax return. Keep your marital status updated. Keep your address updated. Set up direct deposit. And check CRA My Account for your benefit and credit information. That is not exciting advice, but neither is checking your winter tires before a snowstorm, and both can save you a headache. Mistake number 1, thinking this is a guaranteed payment for every Canadian. It is not. This benefit is based on eligibility, family situation, and income information from your tax return. Mistake number 2, trusting viral posts instead of Canada.ca. CRA has specifically warned people about false information online, including fake claims about new financial relief payments. So before you share a post in the family group chat, check Canada.ca first. Mistake number 3, not filing because your income is low. This is a big one. Some people think, I did not make much money, so filing taxes does not matter. But for benefits and credits, low income can be exactly why filing matters. Mistake number 4, ignoring CRA My Account. CRA My Account can show your benefit details, payment information, direct deposit setup, and account notices. The CRA website is not exactly Netflix, but your account can still have a few plot twists. Mistake number 5, assuming your bank deposit name will always match the new program name right away. CRA says the June top-up may still appear as a GST HST credit payment while financial institutions update their systems. So look at the amount, date, and CRA account details before assuming something is wrong. If you only remember one thing from this video, remember this. The payment name matters less than the tax return used to calculate it. Here is your simple checklist. First, check whether you filed your 2024 tax return, because that matters for the June 2026 one-time top-up. Second, file your 2025 tax return, because that matters for the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit payments starting in July 2026. Third, check CRA My Account for your benefit and credit details. Fourth, make sure your direct deposit, address, marital status, and family information are up to date. Fifth, use Canada.ca as your main source. Not a random post, not a screenshot, not your cousin's friend's uncle who knows taxes. And finally, remember that your amount may be different from someone else's. That does not automatically mean one of you is wrong. CRA benefits are calculated using personal information like income, family situation, and eligibility. So here is the big picture. The GST HST credit is being replaced by the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit in July 2026. There is a one-time GST HST credit top-up starting June 5th, 2026 for eligible recipients. The June top-up is connected to the 2024 tax return and January 2026 GST HST credit eligibility. The new Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit payments starting in July 2026 are based on the 2025 tax return. And for most Canadians, CRA determines eligibility automatically when you file your tax return. So the smartest move is not guessing. It is filing your taxes, checking CRA My Account, and confirming details through official CRA sources. If this helped, subscribe to New Canadian Wallet for simple Canadian tax and money explanations without the confusing jargon. And comment below, which CRA benefit should I explain next? Canada Child Benefit, Canada Workers Benefit, Ontario Trillium Benefit, or CRA My Account mistakes?